please. You are now streaming, you whiny bitch. All right. Let's make sure that picture appears.
And we're waiting.
Right.
And we're waiting.
Now. All right,
there we are. And
Sam Power. Jesus, right away. Hello.
Yeah. Sam Power.
Hey, everyone.
Power.
I'm Cecil Laird.
I'm Jaime Fuego.
And this is your horror show news with booze. My drink is considerably smaller today.
Yeah, but this is baby beer. This is Michelob Ultra.
It's not real beer. I didn't have. I forgot to get chaser or some mixer today, so.
And that's the thing. We can't get too boozy because we are going after this to the International Horror and Sci-Fi Film Festival to check out it's Spookers.
Spookers! Yes. Yeah. It is the documentary. One of the two documentaries that we've reacted to recently about haunted house people and workers and stuff. I actually really wanted to see it. I'm excited about this.
Yeah, I'm playing a concert at a haunted house on Friday. How about that? It's called Scarizona.
It's always about you, isn't it? You
no, it's not.
Sack of crap.
No, it's not. I love this guy.
Sam Power says, I just saw Thor Ragnarok Toady.
I'm
J.K.
so
Vlog
jelly.
says, Cecil and Booze, nice ties, keep it going.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the So Ashtastic Walking Dead tie.
Which is kind of appropriate with one of our stories.
Arcade Nebula is here and says, hell yeah, our notification actually worked. Awesome. Yeah. Joseph Savarese, what's up, guys?
What up, Joseph?
Actually, that came out really good. Man, that camera's good. I like this camera. All right, so
who's James? Who's this James guy?
James, what?
I don't know. Anyway.
Evil Prince. Who's Evil Prince? Do you know Evil Prince?
Not that I'm aware of. Maybe I do.
Yeah.
I haven't gone by James in many, many years. Anyway.
Boo! Ghost.
Yes.
All right, so Leslie McCann is here. Evil Prince is here. Video Occult is here. Boo!
Dino! What up, dude?
Dino's here. What up? All right, guys. So let's jump into it. I'm going to do the first one.
I think you should, since I haven't even seen the first Pacific Rim.
Yes. And actually, we did do a reaction to the recent trailer for Pacific Rim Uprising. However, we got smacked not only with the copyright, but when I edited it down to 29 seconds of the trailer, we still got hit with a copyright. Jesus. I disputed it. They still would not let it go, and YouTube basically said, hey, if they decide to hit you with a strike, we're not going to do anything about it. So I said, all right, fuck it, I took it down.
And we're back down to 0 strikes right now.
We're back down to 0 strikes, and I don't want to really particularly go up against Universal Pictures.
No, that doesn't seem like a battle you can win, sir.
So I'm just going to end up cutting out the entire trailer and just have us talking about it afterwards. That's what's going to end up having to happen, but that's the case, guys. Anthony is Jossum is here. Amanda Tamayo is here.
Yeah, what up, Anthony? Amanda, what up, girlie?
Yeah, I subscribe to the Late Late Horror Show. Yeah, okay, cool. Dino's awesome. Always subscribe to him.
Yeah, and also check out Cinema. God damn it!
Sinister Cinema Reviews.
Sinister Cinema Reviews. Awesome.
He hasn't jumped on yet, but he probably will. He's a great guy. But yeah, so apparently the director of Pacific Rim Uprising has decided. Oh, Death Twitch is here. What up, Death
Twitch? Yeah,
Death Twitch, who decided to turn us down when I suggested we do the first debate on Halloween. No, honestly, I'm blowing it out of proportion.
I'm going to do the Macaulay Culkin.
No, he said he had to take a pass because I said, hey, why don't we launch the Grand Horror Debate on Halloween? And it is asking a lot to ask someone to do something on Halloween, so I'm not trying to put him on blast.
I was making
a bit of a joke. Hopefully he means he just couldn't do it that day, and he wants to do it in the future.
I was watching some of Eric's. It was the TV version of, I think, one of the Friday the 13th or something. It was a drunken Terry that he did. It was
his drunken Terrys are
goddamn funny, man.
His drunken Terrys are awesome.
Please check out the Death Twitch, guys. Eric is
Chase Smith is here, and Mauricio. What up, pimps? What up, player?
Yo.
Google Hangouts debate. Ooh, we could do that. We could do the Great Audience Debate. The Great Horror Audience Debate. That's true. Actually, so yeah, that's actually the plan, Fuego. I think we should do a Halloween hangout.
Well, it's on a Tuesday. So
I think we're going to do a Halloween hangout. Oh, I totally hate you guys, but I like your content and watch you live. No, that's why I didn't take it personally. Yeah. I figured Halloween probably just didn't work out, so hopefully...
It's a busy day for a lot of people.
Yeah, I know. I love Eric, man. I think he's a good counterpoint to us on the show. You know what I mean? So... and I love Dino a lot, too. I want to do the Grand Horror Debate with him.
Sinister Cinema. I mean, we can have
Cinema,
like just a bunch of us all cross-pollinate the craziness.
Bloodbath and Beyond. Totally, I want to do stuff with them too. So we'll get to that. But yeah, continuing on, I keep getting distracted.
Yeah,
the director of Pacific Rim Uprising wants to cross over with Godzilla and King Kong.
Yeah,
since they're doing a crossover too.
Well, and that's because they're all legendary properties.
That's true.
Yeah, which is why he thinks it'll.
But then that's making sure that's assuming that Godzilla and
works out and is
King Kong exist in the same universe as the kaiju and the Jaegers.
Well, which is supposed to be like a little ahead of time, like or at least.
Well, I don't know. I mean, when is Pacific Rim supposed to take place? Because otherwise, why, when they went to get Kong, wouldn't they have just taken a Jaeger with them?
There was some excessive explanation in the story that I was reading about how the director is envisioning this, so it wouldn't be happening until in the early 2020s. You know, basically they're going to see how Uprising performs, and then they're going to see how the crossover, the Kong versus Godzilla, which I think is 2020 that one is coming out, and so they're like, why the hell not? If Legendary owns all these properties, why couldn't you see them actually, you know, hang out, fight, what the hell ever? And I do believe that Pacific Rim is supposed to be taking place ahead of both the Godzilla and Kong films anyway, so
really?
They can just kind of play catch up and eventually, you know, meet in the middle, so to speak.
I don't know that I would be 100% against it. I'll say that much. I mean, it would stand to reason.
The first movie. I still haven't seen it.
I liked the monster part of the first movie and the fighting part of the first movie. I did not like the stupid needing to meld your mind with your co-pilot shit in the first movie. And why haven't you watched it yet, you son of a bitch?
It's the only Guillermo del Toro film that I haven't watched.
You keep making me talk to you about it like you've seen it and you haven't.
Well, but I'm at least aware, so I mean that's better than nothing. But nonetheless, I was not impressed with the new trailer. I didn't think that it really. Lots of people have been criticizing the way it's filmed by this new director, like the scale of the robots and stuff like that, or the big suits and stuff. And
sorry, Amanda Stone said her and her friends are getting together and dressing as Rocky Horror on Tuesday, so don't be surprised if they show up on the Hangout.
Oh, nice.
Like, oh yeah, sorry, continue.
No, I was just saying that I wasn't as impressed with the look of this new film. It looked very Transformers to me, and that goes without saying as far as what you can expect. So who the hell knows? I'll probably, if we get press for it, I'll at least go with you, and I'll eventually get around to checking it out. I'm just much more stoked about Guillermo's next film, which is coming to
The Shape of Water, baby. Yeah, that's going to be great.
Bad status.
I think I might invite Diane to go along on that screening with us if we could get one. Yeah, because as a Doug Jones fan, she could have really good insight on that. Nice. She's actually going to hang out with Doug in 2 days.
Oh.
Yeah, so like legit, they're going to have a day hang out together. I'm so jelly.
It's so funny. Evil Prince calls me Fuego now after. First was James. I know James and Jaime are the same thing. Yeah.
It's very possible Pacific Rim is going to be bad because no one can replace the coolness of Del Toro. Didn't like Pacific Rim though. Like a Neon Genesis live action. Do you think studios would ever learn? All right, so let's move on, Fuego. What's next?
I'm down for the next story. So. Once again, another film that I haven't seen because I wasn't that interested in World War Z.
By the way, I'm sorry. I just have to interrupt real quick because right now I'm being killed by the smell wafting through the house because we're currently...
It's a good smell, though.
We're currently about
like it's a
2/3 of the way through recording Killing It in the Kitchen with Brittany Lee. So Brittany is doing a... Come on, Brittany, stay on real quick.
Brittany.
Yeah, do that. So Brittany is coming over, but she's doing a full Halloween cooking segment, a Halloween-themed cooking segment. Yeah, just stand between us.
No, that's good. Yeah.
A Halloween-themed cooking segment where we're doing a full 3-course meal and a drink.
Although made by different people. Fantastic, I have...
Hercules.
A print.
You have a Cecil Laird original.
Cecil.
Yes.
Yeah, Cecil Laird original.
But yeah, so you're keeping the only running around in the kitchen.
Get your bitch ass back in the kitchen and make me some pie.
She wanted to do it.
I did.
She loves cooking.
Yeah.
She's extraordinarily good at it.
Yes.
Fuego and I have both
indulged in
the
delicacies. Yes.
Whoa, what?
Food. Food, bro. Wow, that came out terrible. Thank you, News with Booze.
But yeah, anyway, so stay tuned.
Not rule anything out. No,
we're in the middle of getting that done while Fuego and I are doing this. We're actually going to go watch Spookers tonight and then we're going to come back and do a live review. I think we should do a live review.
I think so too. Yeah, those are easier. That way we don't have to do any like overlaying of photos, and you guys can tune in.
We're
it's actually a lot.
What's on the vegetarian menu?
We have.
I'm actually vegan. What do you have for the vegan crowd?
I have nothing.
I'm a vegan.
I have nothing for the vegan crowd.
That's what Homer Simpson says.
I'm vegan. I'm vegan.
No, I'm a vegan.
For the
vegan. I'm talking. I know vegan.
No, shut up.
Vegetarians eat eggs, right?
Eggs, yes.
Vegetarian. Well, it just depends.
Let's corrupt Amanda.
Yeah, I don't remember if that has eggs in it or not. That might no, that doesn't have eggs.
Eric, if you want to come down, we're literally cooking hand meatloaf with toxic mac and cheese, mashed potatoes. What are the cupcakes?
Blood clot brain cupcakes.
Blood clot brain cupcakes. A pumpkin cheese ball appetizer.
What?
It's a pumpkin shaped.
A vampire's kiss drink. Vampire's kiss shot.
I'm actually
let her speak.
I'm actually
let her speak. Vampire's eclipse.
Let her speak.
Go ahead, Brittany. Speak.
I'm a dampier actually.
The dinner that we're making has an appetizer of a pumpkin shaped meatball. The cheese is a cheese ball that's shaped like a pumpkin.
Hey, let's show her.
We have
her beautiful apron.
We have the baked hand, which is a meatloaf hand, which totally looks like a human. It's awesome. It really is awesome. They just came out of the oven. They're really awesome.
Yes.
It's going to be on a bed of mashed potatoes, and we're going to have the toxic mac and cheese, which is going to be
So what makes it toxic,
spinach.
Brittany?
It's going to be green, but it's also going to have spinach and artichoke in there.
Popeye
it's going to have
a fake hand. Yeah, I want to go grab it.
It's going to be like green with extra green like sludge floating around. It's going to be awesome.
You'll see the hand looks awesome.
Tastes good better than in a pit.
It's good. I'm pretty sure. If you guys like, spinach artichoke tip, you guys are going to love this.
Yeah,
okay.
We're excited.
I'm excited.
So thank you.
I'm excited.
All right. So look forward to that. Look forward to that. This is the day we are recording this. We'll present it sometime before Tuesday.
I will not eat green eggs and ham, said Sam. I'm
hoping to get producer Dave down here to help edit it in the very near future because it's going to be probably at least 4 hours worth of raw footage from two different cameras.
To indulge
in the food, yeah, exactly.
My labor, so you could probably talk him into it.
All right, we're getting really distracted. Fuego, get the second story. Get the second story.
Okay, so we were meandering about the second story. So finally, for the first time, even though there has been report after report about David Fincher being attached to World War Z 2, he finally actually spoke with Empire Magazine this past week about just how he doesn't want to just make a sequel for the sake of making a sequel. He actually wants there to be a legitimate story to tell, and now that's why they're taking their sweet-ass time with this project, because him and the screenwriter are trying to figure out a way to go more to the Max Brooks source material, I believe it is, and actually tie into that.
The reporter?
The original book that the first film was very loosely based on.
That's usually, that's narrated by a reporter who's going around and documenting different aspects of the zombie apocalypse.
So you've read the novel then, I take it?
I started to.
Okay.
I have the novel. But I actually didn't like the format the novel was in. It was largely
was it all
interviews.
Like news reports. Interviews,
no. It was like interviews. It was done more like a diary than anything else, and I wasn't digging on it. But I would like to give it another try. I think honestly it would work way better as an audiobook because it would come across as an audio log of a reporter going through the zombie apocalypse.
I think
that would be the fucking way to do that.
Yeah, whether it's audio or Audible or audiobooks.com, both of those.
Go to Audible.
Yeah, give Amazon your money. Amazon needs more of your money.
Get us a sponsorship. Go to audible.com.
I think audiobooks
sponsorship.
I think audiobooks is a higher likelihood being like that little baby brothers.
Go to audible.com. We deserve the big dollar sponsorships.
Well, we would love it. I'm still trying to get.
By the way, we did sign on. We are officially sponsored by the Bambox Horror Box. For the next year, we will be getting Bam Boxes.
I'm still trying my damnedest to get sponsored by Cemetery Dance for Hail to Stephen King, but it's not happening.
That would be awesome.
That would be the shit, right?
That would be great.
Wouldn't it be awesome?
Go ahead.
So, but yeah, David Fincher, everybody's raving about Mindhunters, I think it is. His
Marshall says she's enjoying
Netflix show. Dude, Lou was saying it's awesome as well, although he only
It's about serial killers, so I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, don't care.
Yeah, well, I mean, he did Seven, he did...
Fincher's good. Fallen. Fallen is actually one of my favorites of it. Didn't he do Fallen?
No, he didn't.
Who did Fallen?
Not Fincher.
No. Okay, here's the comparison I made.
Honestly, my favorite Fincher is The Game.
No, the Game is the best one. But no, the reason I associated Fallen with Fincher is because Fallen and Seven are the only two movies at the time where the bad guy won.
Yeah, he did the.
That's why I attribute it to Fincher. Forgive me, I know it's not Fincher. I'm sorry I made that mistake.
Didn't Denzel try to get the serial killer in him and
Fincher did Zodiac. That was boring.
I actually loved Zodiac.
I thought Zodiac was boring. What'd you say?
I loved Zodiac, man. I own the director's cut of Zodiac, which adds like another 30 minutes to that.
Son of a bitch.
That was actually before Robert Downey had his resurgence with Iron Man, and I thought that was a terrific performance from him personally. Yeah. Good.
Yeah, then we did get a question. Cecil, why don't you like serial killers?
What the fuck, Cecil? Edward's getting on you too, man.
Serial killers just have never scared me. I don't know, like, a lot of people like serial killers because, oh my god, that could actually happen.
So with Seven...
I get scared by monster movies. I get scared by slasher movies. I don't... Serial killers don't scare me.
Yeah.
I feel like I could overpower a lot of them.
Well, maybe. Yeah.
I do. I mean, I'm sorry, but I feel like I could.
I'm not the biggest serial killer fan.
I am not the typical, guy that they choose out of the crowd because I can defend myself.
You're
I'm a large dude.
Yeah. Formidable.
Shut up.
Yeah. Monster movies are my favorite. Anthony, both of us would probably agree with that. I just love more supernatural horror personally, whether it's vampires, werewolves, creatures of whatever sort. I've never been so much into the serial killer, torture porn, any of that shit, but that's just me, to each your own, guys. But yeah, David Fincher, he's still attached to it, but it's just very slowly moving along because they still don't know what story they want to tell, and he's excited to reteam with Brad Pitt, but beyond that, who the hell knows when/if it's ever going to come to fruition. So
let me do the next one.
The next one is funny because
I said, let me do the next one.
Do the next one, sir.
The next one is that Luke Evans, one of my favorite actors.
He's
honestly.
awesome, dude.
I really loved him ever since we reviewed No One Lives on the channel.
Ooh, the Blob versus the stuff. Sorry.
Ooh, the Blob versus. Well, that's clear.
That's like comedy. Blob. That's like comedy versus. I love them both, Eric. I can't choose because you just can't get enough of the stuff.
It's Death Twitch. Don't call him Eric. What the fuck?
Sorry, that's like calling Fuego James, right?
That was my dad. You got it.
Yeah,
thanks.
I got it.
You had to explain it.
Yes.
No, I really love Luke Evans. He played a real twisted character in No One Lives, directed by Ryuhei Kitamura, who also directed Godzilla Final Wars.
And he also that movie we did the trailer reaction for,
the sniper movie,
shooting the kids on the side of the road.
He actually did something else that I watched recently that I was like, wait, Ryuhei Kitamura did this? And I was like, oh, that's awesome. So I'm actually a real big fan of Kitamura.
Well,
so,
okay, there you go.
Yeah, I love Luke Evans, and I love what he can bring to his roles. I thought he was great in the Hobbit movies.
Yeah, he was actually one of the really good thing in the Hobbit movies because those were stretched way the fuck out.
But he took down the dragon. Like, that was awesome. And then I loved him in No One Lives. I think he was good in. I thought he appeared in. He did appear in a few of the Fast and the Furious movies, the more recent ones.
Not my jam.
So I love him, but Dracula Untold sucked, and I think they should let Dracula stay in the mausoleum this time.
Really?
As much as I love Luke Evans, I don't think he needs to reprise his Dracula role like he
apparently
wants to
return to the role, and he's been in discussion with the Dark Universe producers. But the problem is, even though he mentioned it it was an interview with Screen Rant this past week, he's like, yeah, there's still discussions about me appearing in that universe, but the universe is so just... Who the hell knows? After The Mummy bombed so badly, they put The Bride of Frankenstein on hold. It's on an indefinite hiatus as they're trying to rework a script and try to figure their shit out. In a lot of ways, dude, I'm really not thinking the Dark Universe is moving forward, personally. That's my personal prediction.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I think it's done, man.
No, they delayed Bride of Frankenstein, and I think that was just the death knell.
Yeah, I'm with Chase. They need to kill that shit, man. They put the cart before the horse, and... Why? Why, my God, why?
I'm sorry, I was laughing at
I'm not a
Will Roof saying, look at those beautiful milky calves. When I put my leg up. And then Adam David says, can you guys do a horror show news on meth? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'd like to keep my teeth. Thank you very much.
I was about to say. Oh my God. I mean, excessive amounts of caffeine.
Cecil will do a million subjects at once.
Or like do it Scarface.
Like, all right, guys, here we go. We're going to talk about Leatherface. We're going to talk about Saw. We're going to talk about Freddy. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about Frankenstein. We're going to talk about movies I've never actually seen.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm going to take this.
Oh my God, the tooth is hurting. Just to answer Sam Power's question, yes, the same Dracula from Dracula Untold, where they tried to make him a sympathetic Dracula, where you kind of felt for him. And honestly, I don't fucking like the Maleficent.
I hate when they
Maleficent approach. I hate that, man. Where you're just like, the bad guys, like they're just misunderstood. I hate that. I can't stand it. Why must you try to make this
Maleficent
character an appealing anti-hero?
Is one of my favorite Disney villains, and they softened her so much in that fucking movie. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, terrible. And that's getting a sequel now too. So
guys, I don't know. Aiza, I don't know why my hair is so beautiful. I can only assume you're talking about mine. So, I treat it well every day. Every day I treat it well. So, yeah, moving on.
Every day, bro.
Clearly, that answers her question.
Where's Brittany's cupcakes? How dare you, sir?
Hey, what the... Mariano, you son of a bitch! You'll get to see them. They're out of the oven. They're cooling. She has to add the brain matter into the cupcakes and then add the frosting. So you'll see. You know what, Will? Keep it clean, you son of a bitch.
Flippin' Chase.
Tando shampoo is paying off, Cecil. Thanks, Chase.
Yes, let monsters be monsters. Simple!
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Fuego power!
I did used to have a problem with dandruff, but then I started Pert Plus. No, that's not. No.
I can't even. It's like blue. Selsun blue or some shit like that.
Selsun. That's Selsun power.
Oh my God, we have meandered so much in this news segment, but I hope you guys like this, actually. So,
hey, it's the fucking news with booze. If you don't expect meandering, you're in the wrong place.
Right? So, the next one is probably our most, official as far as stories go for Plus. So, Alfonso Cuaron.
Cuaron, you son of a bitch!
He is a Mexicano.
Alfonso Cuaron!
Yes, a Mexicano.
He did Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban,
which was the best goddamn Harry Potter movie
ever
honestly,
made, the best movie by Alfonso Cuaron was fucking Gravity.
Really? I still really like The Revenant, man.
Fuck you, Gravity is amazing.
Yeah, well... Gravity
was amazing. Fuck you.
I haven't watched Gravity.
No, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding.
I love you.
I love you. Please. You're so hostile right now.
Why must you be so mean?
So mean.
Yeah, but he is a celebrated director, Academy Award-winning director at this point after The Revenant, and he's apparently going to be teaming up with Casey Affleck, that's right, the baby brother of Mr. Benji, and he's going to be doing a television series that they're shopping to the pay networks right now, and it's going to be kind of a horror cult TV series, which, if American Horror Story hadn't gone the cult route this past season, I might be a little more intrigued and excited, but there's no source material that this is apparently
honestly,
coming from.
After the halfway point of American Horror Story, when Marcia and I did the review, when they finally got to explaining the cult aspect of American Horror Story, it was pretty interesting.
Now, aren't they making dude who's in all of
Evan
them?
Peters.
Evan Peters.
He is the cult leader.
But he's doesn't he take on different incarnations of different cult leaders, like Jim Jones and
we haven't seen that yet. At least up till 5.
That's apparently still coming.
At least up till 5. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I'm excited about this just based on the talent alone that's being paired. I mean, Casey Affleck is an Academy Award-winning actor.
Joseph, yes, we did watch the Walking Dead season premiere. Sorry to interrupt, Fuego. We will be doing a review of that, too. I don't know, maybe we just do a live review of that, too. Because, again, it's time-sensitive, just like the movie.
It needs to get right the hell up there, man.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Look forward to that tonight, too.
Yeah. So, I mean, just based on talent alone, this is one that we can't really discuss that much about because we know scant details besides the fact that this is indeed happening.
I'm not
both
the hugest
executive
fan of
producing
Casey Affleck.
He's okay. You know?
I keep interrupting you. Sorry. Everyone always jumps on my dick for interrupting you. Even though it used to be the other way around. Whatevs.
I think it goes both ways a lot of the time.
I agree. But they don't seem to think so. They love you. You've got that magical flowing fucking hair.
Whatevs, man. This is my brother from another mother. I love this dude.
Hi, you're the fucking man. You got people wanting to suck your dick all across the country and the world.
Wow.
Just kidding.
We're getting into crazy territory.
I've had too many shots, apparently.
News with booze.
4 shots? Too many for the news with booze.
Yes. Maybe. I don't know. I'll keep...
Mariano says, love the Saw reviews. Thank you. Love the Saw reviews, Cecil.
Hey, how about
I said thank you.
How about the
but I
Tales
said
from the
love-
Crypt reviews? Anybody? Anybody?
We're in the middle of Tales from Cryptober, son.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's been a very lengthy month, and you
It's
know what?
good though. You're
I
getting
st-
traction though when you consider the fact that you add them all up over 100, and we're
Yeah.
already over 20.
No,
You got over 2,000 views on everything. That's pretty cool, real quick.
Yeah, it is fun. And do you know what I really want to watch is go back and watch the Tales from the Crypt from the 70s, the British anthology that they did, and then they also did the Vault of Fear as well.
Are you going to go through that?
Well, it's just 2 movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was honestly
You gonna
thinking
do day 33?
maybe I should do that as just a bonus afterwards.
Yeah,
You think
do
I
day
should?
33.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
It was something I wanted to do previously. And,
Do it.
They also did something called Perversions of Science, which was a spin-off of Tales from the Crypt, which was more sci-fi horror. And it lasted 7 episodes and got canceled.
Do that too.
So maybe I should do that shit too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Go up to 36.
It never got a home release, but it's been floating on the YouTube. So
I've been having fun doing those.
It is
thumbnails.
findable, man. Yeah. Oh, it's a great show, man. I still want Cecil to watch my favorite Tales from the
We'll
Crypt
man.
episodes.
Let's go smoke a bowl and come back when they're talking about The Walking Dead VR. How dare you.
I am so
That's a
offended.
son of a bitch.
Well, let's just jump to our second to last story,
Yeah,
which
I don't
is
know anything
actually
about this.
yeah, this is actually a Kickstarter for
Sarah Marcel! Continue.
I was going to say, how long are we doing this for? So, there's a Kickstarter which I urge all of you guys to check out, and it's called Corpse Cold New American Folklore. And the reason this caught my eye is the fact that the artwork within is inspired by something that scared the living shit out of me as a kid and gave me nightmares for days when I was in elementary school, because of the fact that there's no reason that scary stories to tell in the dark should have been in the children's section of any library.
Dude, I'm glad it was.
I'm glad it was.
Helped shape my warped mind.
It messed me up, though, man. Seriously, it was some of the most graphically gruesome, like, it was just so drippy. All of the artwork, man, it was black and white. It was tremendously done. I want to say, like, Alvin Schwartzman or something like that was the guy who was initially behind it. But there's some kids who, like us, you know, they're, like, in their 30s now, and they want to do something which is, like, a send-up kind of tribute to that sense of storytelling. And, yeah, once again, it's called Corpse Cold New American Folklore. They have a Kickstarter that is ending this month. Their original goal was only 3 Gs, and they're already at almost 20, because just the video that they have together alone that shows some of the artwork that they put together and how they're going to approach this, it looks so badass.
This felt like the most reaching for a story of all.
It was
of them on the list.
It was on the maybes. It was on the maybes last week, dude. It was a very short and very brief week in the news. There was not a lot to talk about, but if you saw the artwork, I think maybe you would at least be more on board.
I feel bad. Apparently, I blew out everyone's ears.
Did you?
With the Sarah Marcel thing.
Rip
Sorry,
earbuds.
guys. Sorry. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
All right, so Fuego, what's last? Because
last
apparently
one-
a couple of people can come back and
I
finally listen to the rest of the news.
Well, the last one
Sons of
is
bitches.
well, the last one is probably the most excitable story, because we just experienced the 100th episode of The Walking Fucking Dead. It's pretty good. I'm excited to talk about it. It didn't blow me away or
Jennifer
wow me.
Delaney's here.
It didn't blow me away or wow me or anything, but it was at least a step in the right direction.
No, I thought it was way better than
for the
last
new season.
No, I thought it was a way better lead-in.
Yeah.
I thought it was a great confrontation. It was
It
like,
was- well, the
oh
confrontation-
shit, our
yeah.
people have their shit together already, even
Yeah.
faster than the survivors.
Yeah, which was funny because
Saviors.
Yeah, because Negan was very skeptical when they all showed up, and he starts talking with Rick, and he's like, "Hey Rick, what's the deal, man? Are we having this happen right now?"
Rick!
Blah 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 blah. And then it ended up going down. But I mean, just to very briefly get into it before we really get extensive, I just thought there's so many characters they had to jump around between that they didn't really give anybody due in proper time except for Rick and the Son. But I thought it was funny how they were already doing the time jump back and forth. So
That
we'll
was
see.
so odd.
It was weird.
I thought that was a bad choice.
Yeah, I think so too. They
I
should
thought
have
that was
waited
a bad
until halfway
choice.
through the season. But nonetheless,
was a bad choice.
Milk was a bad choice. And now I'm suddenly thinking of God, Jack
The
Black.
Beams?
Dude, Jack Black drop kicking fucking Baxter. Anyway, so The Walking Dead is celebrating the 8th season.
Tony, we have not seen The Babysitter yet. Well,
Yeah.
Marcia did. She was unimpressed, but Fuego
Yeah.
and I have not seen it yet.
Luis, who you've seen on the channel, actually was a big fan of it. He
Oh,
thought it was
Luis is
pretty-
on this channel?
He was.
Huh.
Kinda.
Interesting.
I know. Yeah.
It doesn't seem that way.
Anyway,
Hi, Lou.
I miss that guy.
You know who I miss? Fucking Susie
Susie
Von
Von
Slaughter.
Slaughter.
Jesus Christ. Guys, we didn't do anything to Susie.
She has 4 children now, though. So,
Well, okay,
I mean, be
look,
nice.
that's been an excuse for a year and a half. Look,
I don't think that's an excuse that
no,
goes
I
away
think
for
no.
18 years.
She's a busy
18
person. I'm
years,
just saying, we did
18
not.
years. That's
Susie is still a part of the show
18 years.
somehow.
Maybe she'll
Loosely.
maybe she'll join us on Halloween.
Watching Annabelle Creation tonight, says S. Rose. Heard good things. We loved it.
I loved
we
that
enjoyed
movie.
it. Yeah,
was
we enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Fear of the Walking Dead actually got really good.
That's
Brittany
what
Lee and I
people-
need to catch up on the
that's what
most
people
recent
keep-
season. Yeah,
that's
the
what people
first 2
keep
seasons
saying.
suck dog
People keep
dick.
saying it's good.
But I'm
and-
excited about the third.
And as far as the Walking Dead extended universe goes,
Susie
2
looks very
things.
beautiful lately. Yeah, because that's all she does is take pictures of her fucking after having just done her makeup. Sorry, Susie, but where are you? Go ahead.
We love you. So
I should not drink too much. Speaking of which, I'm going to go refill this.
do your thing, man. So whichever way this man is going. So I'm gonna just give the brief update, everybody. So The Walking Dead has 2 big promotional pushes that are happening this season for the 8th season, and just the immenseness of the 100th episode and all that shizzle. So there is a VR experience that AMC has launched, which includes a bonus scene from the 8th season premiere, and then there's also like a bunch of other AMC shows. So you can basically, with your iOS, with your Google phone, all these different sites and capabilities and whatnot, you can basically VR yourself in as a walker and just be in that huge crowd that swarmed the Savior's compound at the end of the episode, which is pretty dope. And then on top of that, they launched a new digital series, which is kind of dope, called Red Machete. Not to be confused with Mr. Danny Trejo, but this digital series, it's like little 3-4 minute episodes, but it follows the history of a machete that starts out in a hardware store, and then it goes through all these different places throughout the Walking Dead universe. So
that's cool.
Different people use it and kill walkers with it.
That's
and
a
all
good
this
idea.
shit. I think it's a cool idea too. So maybe that's something that we would have to, watch and do a little review of sorts of. But
I think so.
yeah, I'm excited to talk extensively about the 8th season premiere of The Walking Dead. I've finally been reading the comic books. I'm like 60 issues into the comics, and seeing how they turn some of the stuff on its head on the TV series. It's like, oh, you're thinking one person's going to die this way and another person dies that way, and so it's actually been fun, and it's not as slow, obviously, as the TV series. It's much more briskly paced, and in some ways I think that's to its detriment, but it's still very well written, and Kirkman does a hell of a job. So maybe
I
can
quickly
talk
the
about
comments are going. I love it.
I love it.
All right, guys. I think we're going to call it there. We're not going to do much question and answer right now because, again, when we come back in about 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, we're going to be doing a live review of Spookers and a live review of the premiere of The Walking Dead. So, yeah, stay tuned for that in just a couple of hours. But thank you guys very much for joining us for the Horror Show News with Views.
Sarah's like, well, fine, bye, guys.
Whatever, Sarah, you got the biggest fucking intro of ever. Yeah, we're coming back in a couple of hours. So thanks very much for watching. I've been Cecil Laird.
Gracias, I've been Jaime and Fuego.
We love you guys very much. And remember, stay scared.
Peace out, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.